Okay, you guys, this is the number 4 from the packet that you have because we haven't done one like this, so I wanted to show you. So you use the same formula, the z equals x minus x bar over the standard deviation, the score minus the mean divided by the standard deviation to get the z. But in this case, they give you the z score is 1.4, so I'm at 1.4 equals, and they want to know her score, what score she will have. That's the x that we're looking for. So we leave it blank, and we're going to solve this for x. What's the mean? They gave it to us, I think, 72. What's the standard deviation? 10. Okay, so the first step to do this, in case you don't remember, and you could pause the video and try it first if you want, that'd be a good idea, is to do 10 times the 1.4. That gives you 14. You multiply both sides by 10, right? It cancels the 10, okay? X minus 72, x minus 72, plus 72, onto the 14. Looks like 86, I think, would be your x. Ta-da, that's it, okay? So you kind of do them that way. What's this one say? So try B the same way, same idea. Find the value z of a standard normal distribution to satisfy each of the following conditions. We need to find a z again. Z for 28% of the observations fall below. Fall below means this case, okay? Some number. They're all below some number. And that's the z right there that goes with the 28% shaded. And the 28% is what you guys looked up in the table in these numbers. You had a z and you looked up a percent. Well, it looks like here we have a percent and we need to find the z. It's like we're going backwards here to find a z number. So find 28% or 0.2800 in here on one of the sides, and you're going to get your z. And that would be on the negative side, right? 0.28. That's 0.27. These are getting bigger. These are getting smaller, so it must be over here. Oh, gosh, my eyes aren't working with me. 0.28. You guys can probably find it much quicker than I can. 0.281. So it's between these two. And I would say it's closer to 0.2810. So what is that? Now circle that a little bit. Make it light so you can erase it, okay? Definitely don't want to have circles all over your thing. So now look up here and over here and tell me what's the z-score. That's all you got to do on that. So it's negative 0.58. Oh, negative 0.58 or 0.58. Okay? And that is your z. And that's what they asked you to do, to find the z. So you can try the same thing on these other ones, and you should be able to get them. The middle 70% observations correspond to what? 2 z-scores. Now this one we might have to think about for a minute. The middle 70%, you got it 0 there. And either way, if it's in the middle, how much of it is over here and how much of it is over here? So I would say that your percents for this should be that this would be 35%, and this should be 35%. I don't know, do we need to split it up? Maybe not. I'd have to think about this one. Maybe you guys can get it before me. What we need is we need 2 z's, right? To go with this, right? So this would be the z for 35%, okay, here we go. So this is the 70, right? 35 and 35. And then how much are each of these? Must be 30, right? So this one would be some 15%. And this would be some 15%. I don't really have it showing perfect, okay? Because altogether we have to have 30%, oh, and 70%. 70, this is 70, and this would be the 30%. Yeah, so 15%. That's messy, I'm gonna make it nicer. 15% and 15%. So what's that mean? That means that right here, if you shade all of that there, we would have the 70 plus another 15, that would be 85%. So we need to find the Z2 that goes with 85%, or 0.8500. So we need to find the Z for that. And then for this one, it's just 15% that's lower than that. So the Z1 that goes with 15%, and we'd have to find 0.1500, the same way we did for number 5.